The Galaxy Nexus phone from Samsung, Google, and Verizon gives you a good sense of what's best in Android smartphones these days, and a little of what's not so hot. Google's Nexus label is reserved for phones that offer the purest Android experience. That means no proprietary user interface larded onto the phone by Samsung the way it, Motorola, and HTC sometimes do with other phones. And it means a minimum of annoying Verizon-specific add-ons. The Galaxy Nexus, which costs $299 on a 2-year contract, is the first device to ship with Android 4.0, or as Google calls it, Ice Cream Sandwich. This new version of the operating system has some nice touches. Physical buttons are out. In their place are on-screen controls that rotate along with the display when you turn the phone into portrait mode. You can also create folders of apps by stacking them one atop the other, and easily summon thumbnail images of open apps. If you see one you don't need, a sideways finger flick dismisses it. Other features aren't so useful. One is Face Unlock, which is supposed to identify you as the phone's owner simply by having you look into the front-facing camera. It's neat in theory, but I kept getting error messages telling me I couldn't be recognized. Take it from me, few things in technology are as depressing as being rejected by your own phone. The Samsung hardware is handsome without being particularly distinctive. It has a dual-core processor, 32 gigabytes of storage, and shoots high-def video. The whole package is still only 1/3 of an inch thick and weighs less than 5 ounces. The nicest feature is the big 4.65-inch screen. It's gorgeous with deep blacks and ultra-rich colors. But I found the automatic brightness level, which is supposed to adjust to ambient light, too dim. Eventually, I disabled it. Now, that isn't a big deal in itself, but it points up the real issue with any Android phone. Who's responsible? Is it Samsung, whose hardware is sensing the light levels? Google, whose software is doing the dimming? Or even Verizon, whose ultra-fast LTE network uses a lot of battery, making it so important to save power? You don't have to face those complications as much with an iPhone or even a BlackBerry, where the same company controls both the hardware and the software. But if you don't mind having to deal with them from time to time, the Galaxy Nexus comes closer than anything yet to providing the definitive Android experience. For Bloomberg News and Business Week, I'm Jaroslovsky.